Hey Bisshhhhs, how's it going? I hope everybody is doing good today. So, you probably thought that it was weird of me to be uploading on Tuesday, and the reason why is we have a jam-packed week of videos. So, I have the video that was uploaded Tuesday, this video, and then 2 more videos coming out this week, so buckle up. So today I am doing a Super Bowl mani, and I'm using Pine Green from iGel Beauty, Bubbly from Revel, my Virgo and Gem dip base, and Clear from Revel as well, just because I still have it and need to use it. So, what I'm going to be doing is, I'm only going to show you this first layer on 2 nails because it was very anticlimactic. All the good stuff came in the second layer. That was where the opacity took place. So, I am doing Pine Green on all of my nails, and I'm doing 2 layers. I liked the opacity after the second layer, so I just left it with the 2 layers. And which is my go-to anyways, and unless I need more coverage. And I got the opacity that I wanted with 2 layers, so I left it at that. And then I am going to be sprinkling I almost said Bubby. That's my mom's Yorkie's name. I'm going to be sprinkling Bubbly over all of my nails. I'm gonna you'll see me test it out on my index finger first before I fully commit to it, because I wasn't sure how it was going to look and I was afraid that it would mess it up, and I'd rather just pop one nail off, you know, than have to redo everything. And I really liked the way it looked when I did it on my index finger, so I did fully commit. So this is just my second layer of Pine Green, and this color, I felt it was easy to work with. I didn't have any difficulties with it, no problem. So iGel Beauty Pine Green was a win for me. Now, here I'm going to be testing out this situation. I did not want to fully dip into Bubbly because I didn't want it to be jam-packed with glitter or shimmer, and I also didn't want to change too much of the green hue. I didn't want any like pink tinge really to it, so I just picked it up on my little brush and I tapped it a few times to get a lot of the excess off, and then I went over my finger and tapped it on my finger, and I really liked the way it looked. So my thought process behind this, you're probably wondering like, well, why are you adding glitter to this? It's football. My thinking was I wanted to do this because I wanted that little bit of shimmer on the green to make it look like it was wet. So, you know, it's a football field and it's the middle of winter, in winter weather in most places, not every place, but in most places, there's winter weather, which means they're going to have rain or snow, so the field is going to be wet. And so that's why I wanted that shimmer to just act as like water droplets. And since I had only sprinkled over the nail, not all of the dip base got absorbed, so I just went in quickly and dipped my fingers in clear to absorb what was still wet. And I am going to clear cap, but I'm not going to show that to y'all because it's really redundant and, you know, it's not that exciting. It's clear capping. And I am, of course, scrubby brushing my nails. I will always, I feel like always, leave that big reveal in my videos from when they're all covered in clear to when you dust them off with a scrubby brush and the true color comes out. I just love the way, I love when that happens. I love the way it looks. So, sorry if you're tired of seeing it. And so now I am going to be drawing lines. I was just lazy and didn't get my little palette thing out, so I just turned over the seal for the dip powder and used that as my little art board situation. And I am using my longest striping brush that I have, and I am coating it in paint, and I'm just doing 2 lines down the length of my nail. So one will be on the right side and one will be on the left side, and I'm going to do this to all of my fingernails. So I'm only going to show you my thumb because this did take me not a long time, but I was trying to get them as close to perfect as I could, which for me there's just no such thing as perfection. But I also needed to go over the lines a couple of different times, so I let it dry a little bit, and I would find like a little bald spot where the paint didn't stick, so I would just go over that a second time. And so I did that on a couple of nails that I needed to go back and just repeat that process on. So I'm going to be doing this. And alright guys, I'm going to go off on a rant. We know that I like to do it. I got a comment on my last video this week that my voice is annoying. I'm already getting the lovely hate comments. So I feel like I need to add a disclaimer now. I'm going to be like Manny MUA. If you know who he is and you watch his videos, you know he does a disclaimer at the beginning of every video where he's like, if you don't like me, if you don't like this, if you don't like that, then don't effing watch. So that's what I'm going to say now. If you don't like me, if you don't like my voice, if you don't like my grammar, then don't watch. It doesn't hurt my feelings if you just don't watch. Why leave comments about something that I literally can't change? I can't change the sound of my voice, and I could change my grammar and be proper all the time, but I'm not gonna lie, I just get on a roll of talking and things come out, and I don't feel it necessary to correct myself all the time. Sometimes I do, and I can be like, oh, I said that wrong or whatever, but I don't feel the need to all the time, so I'm sorry. I don't really know what else to say. So I'm just doing these little lines now off of those longer lines, and these are just like the yard lines is what I'm making there. So that's why on my thumb I have like 2 longer ones and then some few shorter ones, because it's supposed to be like, you know, the 10-yard line, 20-yard line, and then the little lines in between are the like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 situation. So that's why I have like a little bit thicker, longer one, and then the little bitty tiny thin ones. And then now my middle finger, I'm doing a football, and so I am just doing a thin layer of brown paint. Now the shape of my football did not come out completely great, but you know, I didn't want to play around too much with it because I did have the other paint on underneath it, and I did not seal that or like clear cap it or anything on its own. So if I wiped off my football, I would have wiped off all the other lines too. So I got it as close to perfect as I was okay with. And so now on my thumb, I'm going to be doing 56 in the letters. See, here goes my grammar again. Like, I can't even remember what they're called. So forgive me. Don't chew me out in the comments, please. But I'll be doing the LVI, and that's going to be 56. So the L is for 50, the V is for 5, and the I, of course, is 1, so 56. And this was, I liked that I put it on here, but honestly, you'll see at the end at the pictures, you can't honestly super duper tell what it says, so that was like, it's kind of a moot point. So yeah, but I did do it, and I didn't feel like it came out too bad. It's just hard to tell what it is. So now I'm going in with another little thin layer of brown on my football just to make sure it's all filled in. And I'm taking my striping brush again and just doing the little laces on the football. And I started off with 3, and it was fine, but I felt like I wanted more, so I ended up doing 5. So I'm going to go through and make those lines a little bit darker, and then I'm going to add 1 on each end just to make it a little bit better. And so here I forgot that I wanted to try and outline the football in black to make it pop more, and I ended up hating it. I did already put clear, I put a layer of base, clear dip base over all of my nails to encapsulate them. I didn't show that, but I did put a clear layer of base over, duds clear, dip base over all of my nails to encapsulate them, and then I went in with the black paint and didn't like it, so I just wiped it all off, and it didn't mess with the football or the lines, since it had that protection already going on. So thankfully I didn't remember to outline the football before clear capping everything, because then I would have had to do it all over again because I did not like the way it looked when it was outlined in black. So I am using my Mani Boss dip top coat. This honestly has become one of my favorite dip top coats because it just dries so fast and it is so shiny and durable and sturdy. I don't get cracks, I don't get chips. It just, I honestly, I feel like there's just not been one single thing really from Mani Boss that I've tried that I've hated. The 2-in-1 gel is my go-to, and this is my go-to top coat for dip. It doesn't matter if I'm using a different base or not. This is just, it's my go-to. It's what I like to use. So this is my Super Bowl Mani. I didn't do the little logos or whatever for the teams just because I personally am rooting for the Bengals. They're the underdog of underdogs. It's been 31 years since they even made it to the playoffs, and they actually made it all the way to the Super Bowl, so I really hope that they win. But I just didn't have the right colors to do their little logos or anything, and I didn't feel like I had enough nail space either, nail landscape. So this is my Super Bowl Mani. You guys stay safe and have a good one, and I will catch you in the next of 2 videos. Bye, bitches.